Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
On the double. Hey, we got Mike 50, huh? Hey, here we go.
On 1st and 10, Mooney. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
80 weapons. Under 10. Under deep grip.
Operating from the gun. Mooney. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
Now this one complete on the slant route, and he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches, so as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Let's go. 60 or 54. Check pass. Hey, Sam, go.
On second down now, Wiley. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Let's go now. 60 out now. Push him back. Push him back. Go. Fire.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
At the Packers' 21-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, Mooney. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. On 4th down, Mooney letting one go deep for the end zone. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, trying to start it out with a bang, but it's 2nd down.
Ready? 90, Wolf. 59. I'm scared.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 32-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Take 4. Take 4.
Now Jones. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
3rd and 4.
Break. Man, that's trash. That's trash.
Looking to throw. Schaefer. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. On now is the Packers punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too. When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
And now the Packers going to take another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
2nd and 6. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check 3.
They'll try the left side. Wiley. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
To throw on 2nd down. Mooney. Looking deep for Julio. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted. but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 13 yards, first down, Packers. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Go!
Off play action, Schaefer, and that'll be caught by St. Brown. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go. 70, Indy.
I can't believe I let you play. I can't believe it.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Kelsey, the intended receiver there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Go!
Now Jones. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it?
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Ready.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Watch QB drop.
Yep.
Roy.
Hit it.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Baby. Get him, boys.
Hey. Get it.
Now a give, right side. Grant. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Corey Grant, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. On first down, Wiley. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he'll give it here to his running back. It was Kendall Donnerson who made the stop on the defensive side.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, Wiley. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On third down, Wiley. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
First down, Detroit.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! On the ready.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Watch the slant.
Now the dual threat man. This is DJ Foster. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10.
Looking to throw on second down. Mooney. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 31-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Ready up.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. You won't. Let's go.
A shotgun handoff now. Foster. And he struggles to get a yard here. Maybe a yard down to the 31.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
You can't block me.
To throw on second down. Mooney. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. Matt Patricia here on 4th down, sending out the field goal unit. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 23-yard
Go.
line.
70, Indy. Yes, yes.
59 Mike, 59 Mike.
Complete grip.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that'll be incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Schaefer. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. On now is the Packers punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. $12 yards on the return that time, and the Lions will take over.
At their own 43
On the NFL scoreboard, bit of a surprise going on in Carolina, and it's an early lead there for the Saints. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. From the gun, Mooney. And the catch made by Johnson. A very solid gain of 27.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Ready. 60 or. Hey, two.
Check 83, bro. Going to 83.
5.
On 1st down, Mooney. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kenny Clark able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Back to throw. Mooney. This is caught inside the 15. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. A final shot before break. Mooney. And he's going to go down. So they pass up the field goal attempt to go for 6, but as a result, they leave points on the field, and that's going to do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Set, ready? 90, Wolf.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Watch the out. Watch.
Hey, Haywood.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Mike's 59. Hey, watch the ball.
On 3rd down, Schaefer. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And he needed to get to the midfield stripe, but he can't do it. He's about a yard short. They'll get 6 on the dump-off, but it'll bring up a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll go with Jones. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. This is Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a 1st at the Lions' 39.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. It's caught. Jones. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Let's go to 70, Indy.
He can't hang.
Hey, high 7.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They're going to be stopped up on this 1st down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 1-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Sit. Move. Kill. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
To throw from his end zone, Mooney. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll run on first down. Wiley, he'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Wiley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down now. Wiley got some real estate inside the 30 and down to the 16-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And he'll take this one down near the 15. The tackle made by Blake Martinez.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
We own them. We own them. Hey, Orbit. Let's go. Let's go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mooney. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Let's go. Interception, baby. Let's go.
The Packers take over.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
59. Man, I got you. Man.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Off the play fake. Schaefer. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. 23 yards the pickup there. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slow them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Now a first down carry by Jones. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football.
Got a man open, it's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. The extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Switch.
Look at this, a tight end carry. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Here we go.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
On the tackle. An 8-yard pickup. First down, Detroit.
Break. Hey, 50's the mic. Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. Big trip.
Throwing on first down. Mooney. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Rashawn Gary has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Looking to throw. Mooney going for the deep ball. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. The Lions on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be third and a mile. High throw, but the catch is made. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. They'll try and run for it. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. On 1st and 10, Schaefer setting up the screen here. Aaron Jones. Past the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. It's a short kick taken near the 18. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
On the ready.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Ready up.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. On second down, Wiley, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Hey, 4 down.
On first down, Wiley. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
On second down now, Wiley. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third.
Mike's 50.
Get it.
Operating from the gun, Mooney. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 32-yard line. This quarterback now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. He's going to let it fly. And it'll be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Packers, they will indeed finish over 500 at 9-7. And that